Shabbat Shalom. I said this last week, I think, but it doesn't carry from week to week, although thank you for sitting up close. We're not yet full, or we may not be full. We may be full on the inside, but we're not on the outside. So if you're sitting farther away and you can pry yourself away from your regular seat, if you have one, you're welcome to make your move a little further up close. It makes a difference in the tefillah. So we invite you to do so. Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 10, Yedid Nefesh. Page 10.
Amen.
page 11. Page 12, היום בקולו תשמעו את התשובה.
40 שנה אקוט בדור ואומר עם תועל לבבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי באפי אם יבואו אל מנוחתי.
Page 13. Page 16, the fourth line from the top. Shama v'tismach Zion v'tagevna v'non Yehuda leman mishpatecha Adonai.
Ata Adonai Elyon al kol haaretz me'od na'aleita al kol Elohim.
אוהבי אדוני, סינוריו, שומר נפשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם.
Wazaru ala tzadik u'neshelet simcha. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'odu lezecher kodsho. Page 17, Mizmor Shir Hashnai Shir Chadash K'Yimnot Asar Shir. Page 18, Chatzrot. Hiram hayamum lo teve'yom shveiva narotim chacham yachar orim yiraneim.
Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, lishpot tevel ve'tzedek ve'amim ve'meisharim.
Page 19, Adonai malach v'nemoavim Yosef v'rim tanot haaretz Adonai v'tzion gadol v'ramuach. Page 20.
משה ואהרון וכהניו ושמואל וקורא שמו קוראים אל אדוני והוא יענה.
Be'amon Hanai Yidaber Aleim Shamru Enotav V'chokmatan Lamo.
Adonai Eloheinu ata anitam nosei talehem v'nokei bala'ilotam.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו.
Page 21, please rise.
מזמור לדוד הבו לאדוני בני אלי הבו לאדוני כבוד הבו לאדוני
seated. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
In college, which was a long time ago at this point, I spent a semester studying about the Amish. And of course, we watched the movie Witness. You know that movie, yes? Okay, at least some of us are the older folks in the room. And there's an incredible scene. There are many incredible scenes in the movie, but one scene in particular that's incredible about the barn raising. Do you remember that scene? Okay. So though I haven't seen the movie in years, probably half my life ago, I can still play that scene out in my head. When the music is playing in the background in the movie and people are coming from all over to this grassy plain with the foundation on the floor, waiting to build a barn in a day. There's a potluck that takes place, so they have a break during the barn raising so everyone can eat. There are little kids running around in their bonnets. And step by step, we watch as this one community in the summer day raises a barn for a family that needs a home. So our ancient Jewish building of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, was not nearly as efficient. We have in many ways 5 parshiot devoted to its commands and completion. Ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham, make for me a sanctuary so I may dwell amongst them, says God. Each Israelite is invited to bring what so moves them to be a part of the building of a sanctuary, the vehicle by which God's presence will be felt amongst the community. Detail upon detail unfolds in the instructions of the construction project to raise up the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary. And in the inside of the sanctuary of the Mishkan lives the Ark of the Covenant and the innermost place, which is the Kodesh HaKodashim, the Holy of Holies. And there is an instruction about that place, the Ark of the Covenant, which says the following. At the 2 ends of the cover of the Ark are the 2 cherubim, kruvim, which are angelic beings. Sometimes they're understood to be with like kid faces and wings. Other times they're expressed with a lion and animal faces. So the verse says, and the cherubim shall spread out their wings on high, screening the ark, cover with their wings, with their faces to one another. Toward the ark cover shall the faces of the cherubim be. So the wings, according to the commentaries, go up high, connecting with the heavens. But the commentaries are confused about where the faces of the cherubim go. Because in our text, in this week's parasha, it says, Ufanehem ish elechav el hakaporati ufane hakruvim. Their faces go to look towards one another. But in another place in our Bible, in the Chronicles, it says they faced the wall of the room. So of course, the rabbis hate disagreement in the text because it might mean that God wasn't clear and the rabbis wouldn't allow that to be. So they say, so which is it? Do they face the wall or do they face each other? And in typical rabbinic fashion, they say, there is no contradiction at all. And this is how they answer the question. They say, when the people of Israel fulfilled God's will, this is in the Talmud in Baba Batra, the cherubim would face each other. And when the people of Israel did not fulfill God's will, the cherubim would face the walls of the room. So rather than it being an all or nothing piece, the rabbis say, if you're behaving, they look at each other, and when you're not, they look at the wall. Now, other commentaries take it one step further. It says, when Jews fulfill God's wishes, their faces are to one another. Each treats each each other with courtesy and kindness. Each cares about the other and is concerned about his or her fellow. However, when they do not fulfill God's wishes, their faces are to the house or to the wall. They only look to the Holy of Holies. They are only worried about their own religiosity and are unconcerned about anyone else. So we learn in this additional commentary that not only is about doing God's will, but God's will is the expression of what connection and devoted to God, what it means to be connected and devoted to God is actually to be connected and devoted to one another. One might go as far to say that the relationship of human beings one to another is actually the vehicle by which we have a relationship with God. We learn how to be with God by being with one another. Or in Buberian terms, Martin Buber, who was a famous theologian and has his I-thou theology, that God lives in relationship with human beings. So when we turn towards Yerushalayim, which is towards the Holy of Holies, I mean, that's where we're supposed to, when we make that shift to go this way during the Amidah, our intention is not only to go to Yerushalayim, but to go to the Holy Temple where it once lived. And if one is living in Yerushalayim and one is at that, you always move towards the Holy of Holies. That's your center point, which is understood to be the center of the universe and where it was born. When we turn to that Holy of Holies to be one-on-one in dialogue with God, it must simultaneously be accompanied by a constant turning to one another. Turning physically to a place is not consonant if one is not turning to human beings. The Amish may be more efficient in their barn raising in a day. And we have the zechut, the merit, to raise up a mishkan each and every day by committing to be in community and to turn to one another with compassion, love, and even sometimes with tochacha, with challenge. It's not all pretty all the time. And so much in our world today is people trying to tear down, to destroy sanctuary, to destroy what it means to see another, or to seek out to understand one another, or to even look at the face of another and not see a title or a place where someone comes from or what their skin looks like. But our building is a building upwards, not because heaven is up, where the wings of the angel will fly, and not because heaven and God lives over there towards the Holy of Holies, but because each act that we do to commit to one another, to commit to each other, whether that's through gimilut chasadim, for acts of loving kindness, whether it's acts of justice that we do to show up for one another when other communities need us to stand up for them. We're a build-up community, day in and day out. And even though it may look like the world is trying to tear down, we will always build up. And so I invite us on this Shabbat to think what you need to build. We don't actually physically build on anything on Shabbat. On Shabbat, we build the holy connection. And so I pray on this Shabbat that we'll build. We have a sanctuary. It's already beautifully built. It's an extraordinary sanctuary. But as the teaching says, "V'ashsuli mikdash shachanti b'tocham," make for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell among them. What we build will allow God to be let in. Let us build. The Chadodi, page 23.
שבת נקבלה.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, ומצאים מתוך הפכה. רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, שבת נקבלה. לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי
לקראת כלה,
בני שבת נקבלה. נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת ברק, גם בשמחה ובצהלה.
Seated. Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat, page 27.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר שמך עליון.
להגיד בבוקר חסדך ומנותך בלילות.
עלי עשר ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור.
כי שימחת אדוני בפועלך במעשה ידיך ערני.
הגנו מעשיך אדוני מעולם כל מחשבותיך.
איש פער לא ידע וכסיו יבין את זאת.
לפרוח רשעים כמו הסף, ויציצו כל פועלי אבן.
ושמנה בדיין
ואתה מרום לעולם
כי הנה אויביך אדוני, כי הנה אויביך יאבדו, יתפרדו כל פועלי אבן.
ותרם תירם קרני, פעלותי בשמן רענן.
ותבטתי בשרי בקמלי מרתי תשמענו אוזני.
צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה,
שתולים בבית אדוני, וחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו.
עוננון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים בגיור.
להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי בלב לטבו.
Page 29,
אדוני מלאך יהוד לבש, לבש אדוני עוזית הזהב.
עתיקות תבל בעל תימון.
נכון כיסך מאז, מעולם אתה.
נשאו נרות אדוני, נשאו נרות כל העם.
ישאו נרות אופיים מקולות מים רבים.
אדירים נשברי ים, אדיר במרום אדוני.
תחננו מאוד, לביתך נא בקודש אדוני, לאורך ימים.
Please rise from our read, page 39.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
May we sing, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Hashem eloheinu marim elohim, b'chokhmah potach sharim u'bitchunam mishanei tzinocha. Mesader et hakochavim neshbim. U'ma'avir yom, u'mevih layla, u'mavdil ben yom u'ben layla. Adonai tzvaot shemo, Elchai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu, le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. Page 40 of Adonam Beit Yisrael Ha'avta, Torah mitzvot ukim mashvatim otan u'nemanatav kenan.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, בהם נגע יומם בלילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Page 43A. Nichamocha, page 40.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירה ובשמחה אדוני את יעקב וגלום יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We pray for peace, page 45. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom amitenu le'tinu l'chaim u'chosanu sukkanu. The third line from the bottom, we ask you to please rise. This is a As I said last week, the moment in the liturgy where we receive traditionally our extra soul. So if you need a little more soul this Shabbat, this is your moment. Or an expanded soul if you're feeling a little narrow, a little constricted, less open. Take a deep breath and out and pray that something allows you to open up to receive what you need to receive and what the world needs to receive too. Page, the third line from the bottom. Uferos aleinu suka, Shalom Echa, Uferos aleinu Sukkot Shalom Echa, spread over us your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu upon us. V'al amo Yisrael, upon all the people of Israel. V'al Yoshvei Tevel, on all the people of the world. Ve'al Yerushalayim. Shamru, page 46.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם
B'chayechon u'b'yomech
ישראל, בגלה, ובזמן קריב אמרו, אמן. יש מרבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך.
וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשא ברכו לעילם מכל ברכתה ושירתה
ושבחתה ונחמתה תמיד בעולם
ואמרו אמן.
As we turn to Yerushalayim, I just invite you, as you turn to think of anyone in your life that you actually feel like you need to face. Before you face the Holy of Holies towards Yerushalayim, the Silent Amidah, pages 47 to 52.
ועשו לי מקדש ושכנתי בתוכה ואנחנו נברך יד מעתה ועד עולם. ועשו לי מקדש ועשו לי מקדש ושכנתי בתוכם ושכנתי בתוכם ואנחנו נברך יד ואנחנו נברך יד מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם. יררי רי 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 יררי רי 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 בתוכן, ואנחנו נברך יא מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד העולם.
Please remain standing. Vayichulu, page 53.
ויחלו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון קונה שמיים וארץ.
מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הגדול שאין כמוהו.
אמן יחתמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי באו רצה להניח להם.
לפניו נעבוד ביראה בפחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד.
נאון הברכות, אל ההודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי.
מניח בקדושה לעם מדושני עונג, זכר למעשה בראשית.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו עצותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך. שבנו מטובך ושמח נפשנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעובדך באמת. והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך, וינוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. קדיש שלם, page 54.
יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ועמד יברכותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ובימי חון ובחיי תוכו בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קריב ואימרו.
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, מעולם ולעולם מעלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו, לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחת המלכים ואתה מרים בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
תקבל צאנו ואתון דחו ישראל קדמו ונרי שמיים ואמרו
אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו כל ישראל ואימרו.
אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן.
Kiddush is on page 55. We invite anyone who's here for the first time to please come welcome, so we can welcome you up front, and also any of the children that are here.
Ya ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
I know there's more than this one little girl here. I saw two other little girls, bigger than this little girl. But come under the talit. Everyone wants a blessing, so when we can get one, we get it. Anyone who needs a blessing is also welcome to come.
המלאך הגואל אותי, המלאך הגואל אותי מכל רע, יברך את הנערים, ויקרב בהם שמי. בשם אבותיי, בשם אבותיי, אברהם ויצחק, וידגו לרוב, וידגו לרוב, בקרב הארץ.
Bless everyone, ישימך אלוהים כשרה רבקה רחל ולאה, ישימך אלוהים כאפרים וכמנשה, יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. Amen. עלינו, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נותן שמיים ויוסף הארץ מוסר. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. תהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Page 58 for all those in mourning. We're marking a yard site, page 58. Yitgadal v'kadash me'rabah. V'amad yivrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon u'vyamechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'miran ve'ama v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom. V'yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru amen. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom to everyone. We want to say Mazal Tov to Judith and Leon Jacobson and the birth of their grandson, Matisiyahu Jackson Jacobson. Mazal Tov. That's very exciting. The first one, yes? Mazal Tov. Extra special blessing. We want to extend our condolences. Well, actually, the burial will be this week, so we offer support in this. Actually, you traditionally don't extend condolences until after someone is buried because all the attention is focused on actually burying the person. So Mimi, we are with you during this time and we'll extend our condolences formally after your father, Melvin Weinberg, is buried. Tonight, I know there are a bunch of people here from Aviv, the 20s and 30s. You're welcome to go. Sarah Rosenthal is probably already there. Are you going to? Abby is going too. So anyone who's here for the Oneg who signed up and is in their 20s and 30s is welcome to go to
We are not invited.
No, we are not invited.
We'll be carding.
We are no longer
Carding
in
at
our
the door.
20s and 30s. It's been a while. Not longer for you than it's been for me, Ari. He used to say how young I was, so now there's the payback that comes in later in life. So everyone is welcome next door if you're signed up for the Aviv Oneg. Tomorrow morning services at 9:30. Everyone is welcome. There'll be a post-Kiddush learning on the 2020 census. One thinks that a census is not often political, but this one, there's a lot of politics that happen with regard to census taking. We have it in the Torah, and it's true in real life here. So we'll be learning from Jolie Golden from the U.S. Census Bureau and Nancy Pascal from the New York City Census Office. And then tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, Rabbi Dini Lewidis is going to do a review of the laws of the tradition of Purim with its deep lessons. And then at 5:30, if you identify as a woman, you're welcome to join the Rosh Chodesh Malave Malka. It was Rosh Chodesh Adar this week. You're supposed to bring on the joy and Adar, so I hope that's true for everyone. Our rabbinic fellow Deborah Saxmans for study on the first Shabbat of Adar with song study and Havdalah. Please bring a dairy vegetarian snack. There's a lot coming up for Purim, so get ready. This Sunday, we're baking 1,000 Humantaschen. People have signed up for slots, and so you can sign up or show up. We assume that we'll balance it out. I think we have over 85 people signed up to bake Humantaschen on Sunday. There are Mishloach Manot Papat. People in homes are offering ways. We would love everyone. It's not a hard practice, actually, to make Mishloach Manot for Purim. You just need a bag and some food, and you're good. And then you give it to someone. So that's another mitzvah of Purim, along with Matanot Li'Avyonim, giving gifts to the poor, which part of the Hamantashen that we'll be making will be giving gifts to those who come to our lunch program on Thursday and who need support. So on Sunday, March 8th is our Purim Carnival, and Monday, March 9th is Purim, so we'll start at 5:30 with the young families. There's a teen Purim party, community Megillah. She's very upset it's not Purim yet. And then there's an underground after party downstairs, so we hope you'll participate. And Tuesday morning, there's Megillah reading at the morning minyan. And we have a spiel also of our kids that will be at, I think it's at 5 o'clock on Tuesday of Purim. Lastly, again, if you're here for the first time, we say welcome. And I wanted to let people know the next community Shabbat dinner, which will be March 20th, that I'll be hosting, it's Shabbat HaChodesh in anticipation of Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and we're already, as we anticipate Purim, we're already anticipating Pesach, which is kind of crazy, but I'll be in conversation with Judy Clark, who I visited in prison for almost 15 years, who got out a little less than a year ago. And actually the person who helped me visit Judy, Suzanne, is now a member of BJ. She was the conduit for me to set up my visits. And I know many of you have heard about her for many, many years. And so she's going to come to Shabbat dinner, and we'll be in for conversation about what the meaning of liberation and freedom is. So I hope many of you will join us. She joins us many Shabbatot too, but this will be a special one. You can sign up online after Shabbat. We'll conclude with Shalom Aleichem, page 73.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamam, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamam, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Tzedkem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei Hamam, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We're also, not only are we to make a sanctuary so God may dwell amongst us as a community, there is a notion that we're a mikdash ma'at. Every person is a small sanctuary. And when coronavirus is around, everyone's small sanctuary deserves to be protected. So we sent an email today just recognizing, please God, this will be under control in the near future, and fewer people will be ill or suffer death because of it. In the meantime, we want to protect our community, all of us. So we're inviting people to refrain from hugging and kissing at your own risk. We, as the leadership, will be greeting you at the door, but not greeting with hugs and kisses too, so we can all preserve our mikdash ma'at, our small little sanctuaries, as we do the whole. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yivarech et amo b'shalom, Shabbat shalom.